Hello, seniors. As I sit here thinking about these graduations, I wonder, what do I say to a group of young people embarking on a new chapter of their lives during a time of such uncertainty? I've been thinking a lot about that as I prepare this message to share with you. When I think back 1 year ago, I was also preparing for graduation remarks. My first as superintendent. I've been to dozens of graduations over the years. But those first ones as superintendent last year, they were special. And then 2020 happened. And I find myself here talking to you about graduation that's happening after a series of events I never would have imagined. Talk about special. You may not have wanted it, but this is your barefoot in the snow story. You know what I'm talking about. When some old guy says, if you want to know what's really tough, it's when you had to walk to school uphill in a snowstorm without shoes on. In all seriousness, seniors, I want you to realize that what made your senior year and your graduation different is also what will make it especially memorable. You'll tell stories to your own kids and your grandkids someday about this crazy time in your lives. But make no mistake though, your graduation may look very different than expected. The meaning of it, the recognition of all that you've done and all that you will do is very much the same. It doesn't matter that you didn't walk out your door of your high school for the last time this week. It doesn't matter that you won't have your diploma in your hand this weekend. No matter what is happening in the world around us, you're still walking through the doors to your future. And today, you are a graduate. This ending is your beginning. The future is still yours. Nothing can take that from you. Most of all, I want you to know I am proud of you. In Amarillo ISD, it's our mission to prepare you for life and success beyond high school. Part of being prepared is the ability to be resilient, to take whatever life throws your way and face it with your head held high and come out on the other side better for it. This is an opportunity to show your resilience, and I'm proud of you for rising to the occasion. I'm proud of who you are and who you will be. And I, for one, will never forget the class of 2020. You will forever hold a special place in history and in my heart. Congratulations, seniors.
Please rise for the presentation of our colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Forward, march, color guard, halt, present, colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry, colors. Ready, cut, right, face, forward, march.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm David Vincent, principal at Amarillo High School. On behalf of the faculty at Amarillo High School, I would like to welcome you to the 2020 graduation ceremony. We are extremely proud of each of our graduates. You have worked hard for this achievement. This year has certainly been unique, but despite that, we have gathered as Sandys as one family. It is you, our beloved Sandys, who have persevered during a time that we will all remember. Now is the time that we honor you for your hard work, commitment, and dedication you have demonstrated not only this year, but the years leading up to this very special day. Parents, thank you for providing the love and support needed to help your students succeed. Steve Jobs once quoted, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Sandys, cherish this moment. The year 2020 will always be remembered. We challenge you to make 2020 a launching pad to great things. Always be your best and do your best. And remember, once a Sandy, always a Sandy. Thank you.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with the glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make man holy, let us die to make man free, while
Administrators, teachers, and families, thank you for joining us to celebrate this momentous occasion through the pixels of your TV screen. Your overwhelming support and prayers over the last 4 years have immensely shaped all 517 of us graduates. Now graduates, peers, friends, graduating with the 517 students of the class of 2020 has been an experience like no other. It was an experience I could never have had with the 496 students of the class of 2019 or the 484 students of the class of 2021. If I had the power to go back and change the fate of my senior year, I would choose the class of 2020 again and again. When I was told I had to give the commencement speech for the Amarillo High class of 2020 graduation, I was caught completely by surprise. My understanding of the gig of the Amarillo High valedictorian was to introduce the salutatorian by listing his achievements in an organized, eloquent, and inspiring manner. But instead, I was told to curate an open love letter to you, my graduating class. This unanticipated task truly encapsulates our high school experience, doesn't it? Expect the unexpected. I know every English teacher watching this just rolled their eyes at my use of a cliche, but there truly couldn't be a cliche more fitting for the class of 2020. Who would have expected that we would not be able to gather in the Civic Center donned in our caps and gowns amongst our closest friends? Who would have expected that our last moments of school would be experienced in the walls of our homes instead of the walls of our high schools? So class of 2020, expect the unexpected. Expect that you will get your dream job the day after college graduation. Expect that you will get to travel the world like you've always wanted to do since you were 12. Expect that you'll meet the person that feels like home to you and makes you feel held. Expect that everything is going to work out in the most beautiful and perfect way. Go into this world like everything good and well is already yours, because it is. Each of us is more equipped to change the world than any other generation before us. Our only job is to believe that to be true, which can sometimes be the hardest part. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., we must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Class of 2020, I forever challenge you to show unwavering hope in the face of seemingly never-ending disappointment, because the storm always passes and the sun always smiles upon us again and again. Thank you.
Graduates, parents, family, friends, and administrators. In the August of 2007, the fall of our kindergarten year, it was hardly imaginable that the year 2020 even existed. It seemed like a fictitious collection of numbers depicting a time that was too far away to consider. This collection of numbers, however, represented the 13-year educational journey that we were soon to begin. 13 years of trials and tribulations, victories and defeats, and excitements and disappointments. Born amidst a tragedy and graduate amidst a pandemic, the class of 2020 is not a stranger to uncertainty and fear, but it is the times that we rally together in the midst of these struggles that made our class so special to be a part of. I think my peers and the staff at Amarillo High would agree with me when I say that our class is one of the most tight-knit classes to go through AHS for some time. Starting with our very first win at a pep rally our freshman year, we made a collective decision to embark on our high school journey together, not merely as a class, but as a family. One could say that our class has been dealt a bad hand on multiple occasions throughout our high school career. Sometimes it felt like we couldn't catch a break between the removal of collaboration and focus, to the once-in-a-decade losses to rival football teams, to the new bell schedule every single year. These setbacks, however, gave light to the innate sense of camaraderie the class of 2020 has always possessed. No matter what the world threw at us, we always got back on our feet and persevered, and we did it together. It is for this reason that I am so honored to be a part of the class of 2020, not because of our stellar sports records, or our academic prowess, or even our school spirit, but it is our unity that makes me proud. A unity that transcends the 4 years of high school into the rest of our lives. The coronavirus interrupted the best part of the whole 13 years. As much as I hate what happened to us, we learned one of the most important lessons one can learn in life, not to take anything for granted. I know for a fact we all took school for granted until we didn't have it anymore. No one could have imagined that March 13th would be the last time we set foot on the Amarillo High campus as students. That's why it is so important to live each and every moment like it's your last, because you have no idea when it will be your last. And I am so thankful that I got the opportunity to learn this lesson. I believe that there is not a single class better fit to endure the pandemic than ours. The class of 2020 has been hurdling adversity since August of 2007, and here we are, graduates. We could have pouted and felt bad for ourselves and given up, but we didn't. We took the bad hand we were dealt and made the best of it, just as we have always done. And all in all, if I were given the option to switch classes in order to get a normal senior year, I wouldn't. I wouldn't trade my place in the class of 2020 for anything, because no other class could have helped me to learn so many lessons or helped me to create such a unique and special bond with my peers. To Amarillo High, thank you for the home and family you created for us all. Once a Sandy, always a Sandy. Blow, sand, blow.
Hello, three people in front of me and the rest of the 2020 class joining electronically. I'm Grant Holland, president of the senior class, and I have the honor to present the class gift. Each year, the senior class chooses to contribute a gift to campus as a commemoration of their time at Amarillo High. This year was weird. Apart from our last day of school being before spring break, the Commons was also undergoing a major renovation to make the area more accessible to students. To make this space more practical, my fellow class officers and I chose to contribute 6 cafe-style tables along with seating to make the Commons a more comfortable place for students. Each table will include outlets to provide students a place to charge their Chromebooks and other devices. These tables will allow students to collaborate, meet, and study in the upcoming years, overall turning the Commons into a more suitable spot for students. It is my hope that this gift will be used to form social connections and have experience that us as a class did not get to have. 2020 will be remembered for a lot of things, but I pray this gift will provide a positive memory of the senior class of 2020. Thank you.
Seniors, I know that you've put a lot of thought into your class gift as a way to appropriately honor your school and your time there. Our next group of speakers has spent a lot of time thinking about you and how to suitably honor your achievements. When we set out to craft this unique graduation plan, our Amarillo ISD Board of Trustees wanted to make sure you were celebrated to the level that you deserve. A few of them have a senior graduating with us today. They are proud of you and the commitment you've shown, but I'll let them tell you in this very special message.
Well, hello, class of 2020. My fellow board members and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your individual honors and achievements as your career in Amarillo Independent School District comes to a close. Even though things may look different this year, everyone at AISD is committed to giving you the senior moments you've been looking forward to and honoring you as the class of 2020.
We can all agree this pandemic has changed our daily lives in ways we could never have imagined. What has not changed is our support and gratitude for you, our 2020 AISD graduates.
We want you to know how truly sorry we are that COVID-19 has impacted your senior year. This isn't something any of us could have anticipated or prepared for. And as they say, hindsight is 20/20, and that's especially true this year.
Seniors, we are proud of you for making the best of a negative situation. We are proud of your resilience and your dedication. The class of 2020 will forever hold a special place in history, and you are a part of it.
Graduation isn't just about caps and gowns and diplomas, pomp and circumstance and coliseums full of spectators. It's about looking forward to the future and your plans for the next phase of your life.
Our hope is that all of you are confident you are graduating well prepared for whatever you choose in the future. Regardless of the path you take, we know you will be great ambassadors for Amarillo Independent School District.
We want you to know that these unusual circumstances in no way take away from the accomplishments and achievements that you have obtained over the last 13 years. Today we honor you. Congratulations, class of 2020 for the Amarillo Independent School District. We are so very proud of each and every one of you, and best of luck to you in the future.
Graduates, the work that went into putting this event together was no small feat. I talked about resilience early. It's the capacity to recover quickly from tough circumstances. We wanted to be resilient and create as much of a normal graduation experience as possible for you. Even though behind the scenes, this looked and felt anything but normal for any of us. The Pomp and Circumstance March is played at virtually every graduation anywhere. It is probably the most recognized of all ceremonial graduation traditions. Though we couldn't have a traditional procession, we knew we couldn't let you have a graduation of any kind without including pomp and circumstance, both the music and the grandeur it brings. Enjoy this look back at the making of your graduation. After taking that opportunity to look back at how we got here, it's time to look forward to your future. It's the time you've anticipated and envisioned for so long. On behalf of the recommendation of your principal and in accordance with the laws of the state of Texas, it is my privilege and honor to declare you graduates of the Amarillo Independent School District. You may now receive your diplomas.
Anne Elizabeth Escobar Suarez. Onesti Alexandria Johnson. Margaret Mary Smith. Gregory Whitfield Acklin. Cooper Todd Barber. Keldon Paul Barber. Peyton Ray Barber. Axel Benitez. Joshua David Blythe. Chandra Asan. Tracy Michelle Ballard. Clay Allen Adams. Bailey Grace Bentley. Stephanie Marie Batchelor. Andrew Joshua Chavez. Jax Alexander Brooks. Damian Enrique Ariano. Elizabeth Grace Amison. Zachary Ryan Blackstock. Alexia Noel Adi. Blake Dean Bedwell. Ethan Xavier Alonzo Simpson. Tristan Ryan Booth. Jordan Avery Bohannon. Caitlin Danae Adams. Skylar Christian Bach. Kobe Derek Bolin. Michaela Gail Broyles. Brennan Reese McNabb. Avery Christian Barrick. Daisy Alicia Farrakane Burton. Ryan Edward Blackwell. Mark Andrew Briseno. Faith Whitney Austin. Paige Elise Bentley. Aaron Dawn Bivens. Pranav Sai Yalamanchili. Alexis Alderetti. Kendall Dawn Brown. Michaela Brianne Beebe. Dalton James Blanford. Jonah Jeffrey Barclay. Brittany Nicole Akins. Kai James Brandis. Cooper Clay Barnett. Michael Dwayne Dunn. Tristan Allen Cole. Alexander Dale Bradley. Keegan Shawnette Adams. Cole Douglas Boxwell. Walter Thomas Boxwell. Jaden Marley Brown. Talton David Browning. Kylope Isaiah Chico. Michael James Daniel Clark. Kristen Faith Carter. Carly Joe Connor. Ramian Xavier Barrera. Colby Nathaniel Cherry. Christian Mitchell Grove. Nathan Samuel Collier. Jaden Barusnickel. Ainsley Joy Carter. Peyton Lee Connor. Nicholas Christopher Coker. Tyra Brooke Diaz. Brandon Wayne Carruthers. Elias Hector Balderrama. Kaylee Anastasia Cortez. Caden Jacob Burns. Callie Ryan Dutton. Corey Jacob Dalton. Jacob Stephen Burr. Patience Amariah Burr. Chandler Brianne Cathy. Autumn Nicole Carroll. Valeria Cabrera Davila. Vishal B. Reddy. Isabella Marie Daly. Jessica Nicole Cobb. Dylan Matthew Kramer. Ethan Tom Cook. Kelly Grace Cox. Noah Bradley Conger. Courtney Beth Burris. Peyton Cassandra Castleman. Dylan Christopher Dillinger. Bentley Nicole Dean. Anthony Michael Chavez. McKenna Brooke De Leon. James Truitt Corder. Fatima Avitia. Drew Deanne Doan. Seth Malachi Cisneros. Juliet Davina Dixon. Madison Teresa Davidson. Alicia Bree Ecker. Margarita Anna Carmona. Andres Contreras Terrazas. Ella Rose Duck. Garen Jameson Bustamante. Barry Cody Branch Cox. Aaron Curtis Crump. Elise McKenna Grady. Corin Lind Davis. Aspen Mackenzie Crowell. Caleb Taylor Frick. Min Doe. Maddie Marie Ford. Savannah Ravan Green. Aubrey Anna Floyd. Arcadio Guillermo Frausto. Adiana Jalen Gomez. Johnny Jacob Espinoza. Noah Burke Gleisner. Anthony Roman Gallegos. Blakely Ray Embry. Mindy Sheree Grandjean. Miriam Montserrat Garcia. Jonah Ray Griego. Celeste Renee Flores. Haley Yvonne Garrison. Caitlin Michelle Udy. Connor David Janaw. Riley Renee Gilly. Chandler Kieran Timothy Gallagher. Zachary Paul Glover. Noah Patterson Freeman. Oscar Alexander Elizondo. Hannah Elizabeth Moore Fornash. Felicity Jade Garcia. Megan Kendall Doris. Carson Timothy Iyer. Suha Garacia. Riley Ann Michelle Gonzalez. Austin Allen Fallos. Gabriel Alexis Gonzalez. Keelan Deshawn Green. Mariella Leticia Esquivel. Gentry Jean Edwards. Shamil Kevin Felter. Campbell Faye Elliott. Audrey Jane Furr. Luke Morgan Innes. Allison Michelle Granton Seaman. Caden Luke Graff. Kian Brent Fulkerson. Savannah Faith Garcia. Courtney Hayden. Nycat Bullen Esben. Layson Hunter Griffin. Joseph Michael Posey. Chelsea Bernice Freeman. Gabriel Martin Garcia. Jonathan Talbot Grimes. Chloe Elise Edison. Faith Riley Evans. Araya Amor Hernandez. Jolie Deng Huyun. Aiden Michael Garcia. Miranda Renee Guerrero. Bo Riley Haynes. Piper Catherine Johnson. Bree Ann Everett. Alyssa Brianne Guzman. Kylie Faith Johnson. Jacob Philip Harris. Ethan Cross Guest. Addison Elizabeth Hurd. Deja Lene Johnson. Ethan Everest Hurst. Olivia Catherine Hill. Jeff David Jackson. William Henry Hayes. Brooke Lee Henry. Maya Monique Hernandez. Macy Bell Jones. Alexander Neal Johnson. Smith Christian Jesco. Dalton Nicholas Harold. Erin Elizabeth Hines. Jaden Daniel Gruhl. Casey Nicole Hund. Quinn Malia Guess. Tegan Nichelle Gutierrez. Juan Carlos Hernandez. Caden Elijah Johnson. Ashlyn Claire Holmes. Caleb Brian Ingersoll. Bailey Michelle Johnson. Grant Philip Holland. Jacob Paul Hughes. Ashley Renee Jenkins. Joseph Riley Linvey. Connor John Hanson. Harrison Connor Isbell. Braden Kyle Hebel. Zachary Andrew Howard. Ariel Dawn Henson. Caleb Richard Harrison. Makia Marie Key. Shadrach Michael Hamner. Toby Scott Kirkpatrick. Christina Danielle Lomely. Vanya Maley Halley. Courtney Lee Latham. Nevea Rose Gutierrez. Maya Manuela Chard Hollinger. Michael Westmoreland John. Maximus Jose Martinez. Trey Colton Mays. Connor Paul Kendall. Matthew Nathaniel Lopez. Eden Jane Lovett. Emily Lauren Knight. Wyatt King. Gentry Sloan Massey. Corbin Jace Kirkpatrick. McKaylee Aspen Longoria. Autumn Hope Lewis. Hannah Juanice Longbine. Campbell Nelson Lowry Hart. Desiree Acacia Lopez. Kaylee Jackin Mashburn. Taggart Munson LaFleur.
Graham Wallace Malco. Gracie Elizabeth Lyles. Ethan Daniel Kirk. Abigail Kayla Martin. Isaiah Ruben Juarez. Lillian K. Cassie. Tiffany Jade Margrave. Jesse Cole Lucero. Ross Philip Krallman. Shane Tyler McCoy. Jaden Rayana Marquez. Braden Tashay Marquez. Jessica Wanran Liu. Deshima Jerome May. Jordan Allen Lee. Darian Tristan Lambert. Carl Kurt Kirsch. Joshua Kintong. Haley Danielle Klein. Grant Harris Lindstrom. Michaela Justina Loya. Lauren Alacia Marler. Travis Gus Lee. Brooke Noel Lomax. Brian Nathan May. Autumn Jade Logan. Haley Grace Martin. Zane Randall Killo. Yonatan Tesfagaber Kasai. Madison Raylan Moore. Lovely Kate Gandia Arias. Addison Paige Janelle. Daria Devon Mestis. Logan Carl Lancour. Malachi Jaron McDonald. Briar Zane Moore. Madison Leanne McDonald. Rosemary Lan Mendoza. Alyssa Dawn Otto. Calvin Manuel Nevarez. Shelby Lynn McWright. Trace Edison Money. Catherine Elizabeth Neely. Tavida Celeste Namatau. Rebecca Brianne Modisette. Cade Ryan McCollum. Annika Yvonne Mediavilla. Bo Christopher Mitchell. Ansley Christine McCubbin. Braden Dale Noble. Riley Cash McDaniel. Zoe Grace Morris. Jaden Michael McCown. Evan Dexter Newkirk. Caden Kent Mincy. Truett Ryan Owens. Ashton Clay Oates. Saxon Heath McClure. Cameron Alexis Mitchell. Brooke Ellen Noble. Hope Elizabeth Norman. Jacob Tyler Nava. Caleb Clark Millsow. Justin Jeffrey O'Connor. Alyssa K. Roberts. Elizabeth Emma McCarthy. Lauren Lottie McCown. Aaron Hunter Nicholson. Joe Angel Mendoza. Claire Nance. Bryce Kelly Esker. Matthew Blake Miller. Luke Mitchell Ramsey. Ashlyn Claire Nowak. Hayden Major McLean. Maximus D'Angelo Rivera Boca. Tayden McKinley Mitchell. Jaylee Rose O'Connor. Cather Edward O'Kelly. Rahel Girma Mogesi. Jaden Lynette Reamer. Eleanor Rose McCaslin. Coleman Ray Morris. Rachel Mutoni. Josiah Wesley Rabb. Elizabeth Ann McBride. Emily Wynn Pham. Donovan Drake Romero. Cameron Blake Plumley. Genesee Nevea Reyes. Fernando Oliva Galvan. William South Polster. Nicholas Adam Ramirez. David Jean Pepper. Allison Amy Proffer. Jackson Patrick Proffer. Braden Ramirez. Lakin Scott Payne. Peyton Faith Robinson. Alec Landon Rock. Autumn Nicole Pounds. Chelsea Rose Pendleton. Catherine Adams Pybus. Karis Ann Powers. Cooper Isaac Petzold. Cody Michael Pickard. Carly K. Schlegel. Keaton Don Parker. Kaylee Blair Reed. Gracie Ryan Reed. Thomas Pearson Nelson. Anna Eugenia Presswood. Brody Stephen Striley. Isabella Maria Rogers. Mariah Joe Ryder. Lana Marie Rice. Ashley Beth Rafkin. Sachith Chandan Reddy Penreddy. Keegan York Rutledge. Brianna Rochelle Perez. Kyle Grace Reed. Lexi Suzanne Smith. John Barron Robertson. Duncan Walden Phillips. Ashley Josephine Rodriguez. Christiana Marie Perez. Cooper Mark Rhodes. Kennedy Delenn Royal. Sarang Patani. Samuel Isidore Rojas. Anna Mackenzie Sanders. Denver Brent Talley. Chloe Grace Spellman. Caitlin Victoria Pereda. Ethan Charles Spears. Kaylee Joy Self. Hannah Brooke Shipman. Tiara Lachey Somerville. Jared Michael Sanders. Teresa Paige Schneller. Caitlin Renee Stokes. Precha Trakelwatanachai. Xander Will Sizemore. Peyton James Stewart. Jasmine Jane Simon. Sean Michael Stewart. Octavian Nicolaius Skeen. Avang Subani. Ian Daniel Slaughter. Caleb Gale Stallard. Cole Conway Sherwood. Elizabeth Brooke Taylor. Noah Jordan Sawyer. Malachi Noah Smith. Cameron Howard Seymour. Rylan Scott Schrader. Sarah Emmeline Sexton. Isaiah Tyrell Seaton. Kamara Chanel Smith. Jasmine Nicole Ray. Dylan Blake Soto. Quentin Albert Talley. Jackson Andrew Taylor. Kylie Ray Smith. Ansley Beth Westlake. Tauber Lee Short. Jaron Christian Stillman. Jackson Andrew Stillman. Aiden Thurman Walsh. Zayla Simone Tinner. Dylan Gage Saldana. Jordan Peyton Smith. Mackenzie Ray Scott. Jackson Edward Schaefer. Belle Elise Siebrecht. Trina Faye Welch. Addison Robin Renee Watson. Madison Kate Springer. Tanner Clayton Shipman. Mackenzie Traylon Watts. Alexandria Marie Winkle. Zachary Robert Winkle. Emily Page Wallace. Eliud Brandon Salazar. Zentavis Joe Telvord. Jaden Zay Zapata. Aaron Alexander Willis. Paul Nason Sutterfield. Carson Wayne Willingham. Jaden Cade Fair Tortella. Jalen Zachariah Thomas. Jameson Kate Uselding. Nicole Marie Tiffany. Danny Ray Valdez. Stephen Andrew Tittle. Jacob Carter Warden. Thomas Kennan Terrell. Lauren Elaine Schaefer. Kylie Reese White. Alexandria Isabel Ibarra. Spencer Harris Thurman. Caitlin Nicole Villalpando. Nathaniel James Zalman. Ricky Derek Turman. Jacob Curran Williams. Samuel James Washburn. Morgan Grace Wade. Wyatt Carson Womble. Bennett Ashley Younger. Dylan James Tolley. Piper Madison Warren. Rachel Ann Young. Ashley Faith Warren. Aubrey Liddell Turlington. Elizabeth May Wright. Keith Joseph Worley. Nevaeh Danae Tipton. Justin Ka Trin. Kent Everett Yao. Mackenzie Leanne Tremutolo. Melody Faith Wood. Abigail Rain Coffey. Megan Rose Calderwood. McKenna Kate Ledbetter. Connor Ross Lincecombe. Macy Faye Wilkins. Isabella Grace Wilkins. Brianna Michelle Allen. Angel Nicole Millsap. Grace Michelle Weaver. Donovan Daniel Salas. Jacob Gwen Morgan. Hunter Allen Duke.
Sarah Roble.
Once again, congratulations, graduates. I want to emphasize something I said earlier. You've had a front row seat to history. And as the class of 2020, you've no doubt left a special mark. I hope the same will be true for your future. That throughout your lives, you will choose to work hard, be resilient, be kind and gracious, and to leave your own special mark wherever you go and in whatever you do.